Hey guys, how's it going? Shinigami Sam here to do a review on Boku no Hero Academia, chapter 97. Only 3 chapters left to the big 100, so that's going to be awesome. Now, I really did love this chapter, but there's one thing which I would have wanted to happen. This isn't not even like a critique or anything. I would have just wanted that happen. When afterwards, when All Might and Deku, when they were walking away, and All Might was just saying, your mother kind of reminds me of my teacher. Just like, give us a panel flashback. Like, I would have wanted to see All Might thinking of Shimura Nana, because Shimura Nana's, I love Shimura Nana. Like, honestly, I love that character. She's the best. But either way, this chapter was beautiful, and what I like at the last, I love those pages when what Horikoshi does. He's done this quite a few times, actually. Off the top of my head, the one that I can remember the most is when it was after the USJ arc, so after the Villain Alliance arc around chapter 21 or 22, and All Might was all about the villains. They made a mistake. Class 1A will become fine heroes, and then you see all of them, like Bakugo, Todoroki, the whole class. And they done it again in the sports festival of people who I think it was everyone at the end of the sports festival, like, you guys will become the best or something like that. So I was just like, I love it when I see the whole class, all of them in their their own panels. So it was pretty awesome. And I love how Ida is sitting there ready for class. Like, that is so Ida. Like, the man must have just sat there for hours. So that was pretty hilarious to see. We saw Mineta obviously checking some girl out as usual. That's Mineta. But either way, I really did enjoy this chapter. Now, this chapter was brilliant for a main reason, and this is because of what Horikoshi done in his writing. Now, the whole role of a mother in manga, or a parent in manga, is quite interesting. And what I mean by that is, if you think of a lot of, I know this is not just restricting it to shonen, this is just literature actually, in manga as well. If you look at parents in manga, there's most of their character roles are they're out of the picture, or like, they're not really involved in the protagonist's kind of like future or anything like that. Whereas what else? Or they're dead or something like that. Most times it's always like that. There's always like an absence of the protagonist's parents. And now in My Hero Academia, of course, we don't really know who the father is or where the father's at. But this chapter with the mother, this was extremely important because the mother's role could have really inhibited Deku's growth. Like, the mother's role of what Horikoshi done last chapter, that could have, I wouldn't have said messed things up a bit, but it could have put a spanner in the works. And that's because of, obviously, the mother wanting to stop Deku going to UA, and we're thinking, hang on, if the mother doesn't want Deku to become heroes, don't go to UA, what's going to happen to Deku's character himself? But what Horikoshi done was beautiful in this chapter, in my opinion, and he's just standing out as usual. And it was brilliant for not just the mother's character role, but also All Might's. And in this chapter, All Might's position, All Might's existence has been solidified in this series. And what I mean by that is the fact that the death flags are away. The death flags are uprooted from the ground. They're not pinned down anymore, because All Might, I believe that All Might will not die anymore. And that's obviously from this chapter when Deku's mum's just like, can you promise me that can you promise me that you'll continue to live? And All Might was just like, I promise. I just feel like Horikoshi was telling us, like, don't worry, All Might's not going anywhere. He's not going to get killed by All For One. It's over. So that was really cool, because I remember obviously everyone was, from the start of the series, the death flags were high, and everyone was thinking, if Horikoshi doesn't kill All Might, it kind of seems like it seems like he's just like trolling us, or it seemed like he's just doing the easy way out. But in fact, he's not actually. Like, I'm satisfied by the way things carried out. I'm satisfied in All Might's character and All For One's character in that whole fight. I thought it was beautiful the way Horikoshi dealt with it. Now, this chapter was awesome, with obviously All Might trying to persuade Inko, Deku's mum. I believe that's her name, Inko. Deku's mum. And this is really cool, because this is what I liked about it. The fact that we see Deku's character change as well. This has got a lot of characterization if you think about it. Now, with the last chapter, Inko's just like, oh no, please don't, like, please, I don't want Deku to go to school. Like, I have no confidence in putting you into the dorms. And if you think about it, like, you have to think about Deku's reaction to that, because Deku views All Might like it's his idol. Deku lives for All Might. Now, with obviously Deku's mum saying no, this puts Deku at a state where he doesn't know what to do with his life. But we see him actually, like, changed, I wouldn't say change his path, but actually kind of grow and progress and live by himself. Because All Might thought that, we all know that Deku's a fanboy, and you can say that we ourselves thought it as well by thinking, hang on, Deku has to go to UA because All Might went to UA. So we're thinking that Deku was doing everything like this, dotting the I's, dotting the T, cross. Well, yeah, dotting the I's, cross. Is it dotting the I's and crossing the T's? I think, yeah, dotting the I's, crossing the T's, doing everything that All Might done so he can become just like him, just like the symbol of peace. And it's kind of different because we're seeing Deku become his own hero, and we're seeing him go throughout these arcs doing different things that All Might wouldn't have done. Well, I wouldn't say wouldn't have done, but doing different things that All Might hasn't done. Like, when we see it with Kouta's character, Deku went through such lengths to save Kouta. Now, I'm not saying that All Might wouldn't have done the same, but I'm just saying that through those revelations, Deku has realised that he is his own hero. He isn't just a person who's All Might's #1 fan. He's becoming his own self, and we kind of seen Horikoshi alluding to this from the start. Just like when when he brought out his name, his hero name, he called it Deku because it was just like the vibe of never giving up, and that's just the epitome of what Deku actually is, and it's kind of the epitome of the series of Boku no Hero itself. So I really thought that was a nice touch of what Horikoshi done for that. Hang on a second, let me just do the camera a bit down. Yeah, that's better. Now, with seeing everyone coming through the dorms, I'm excited for that. I really am. I can't wait with the pair-ups who's going to be. I can see it happening. Horikoshi will probably put Deku and Bakugo together, but who knows, it may be different pairings. Like, I'm hoping that these pairings will be a possibility to shine new info and just get a bit more characterization on some characters that they haven't stepped into the limelight as much. For example, as Ojiro, or like Sato, the sugar guy, who's like gets so much strength every time he consumes sugar. Also, I'd like a bit more, exposition on other characters. But I feel like that's gonna happen with these pairings with the dorms. I feel like Horikoshi, this is a great start actually. It's a great thing to be all of them in the dorms. I feel like it'll be such good slice of life. It'll be good for plot. It'll be good for training. I'm just excited. I can't wait to see what Horikoshi has in tell for us. So, this chapter was awesome in my opinion. It really did solidify stand in this series, how we're seeing Deku's mum kind of stand back, letting her son grow, but Deku's mum is still worrying. Like, she hasn't fully changed her mind. She's still, like, the fact is, with Boku no Hero is such a powerful series that I know a lot of people have been thinking, hang on, how come Deku's mum put on weight? I feel like that's been stress eating, and Horikoshi has kind of implied that. You can infer it as stress eating, that over the years, due to what Deku has been doing, due to Deku chasing this dream, she hasn't been able to control herself. Like, all she's been doing, literally, Deku's mum lives for Deku. That's how her place is in this series. All she does is being worrying for Deku. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was stress eating. We'll just have to find out in the next couple of chapters. I love how we got to see All Might like in his proper buff out form. That was beautiful, and I like that touch on how it reminded how Deku's mum reminded All Might of, Shimura and Nana. That was pretty awesome. So I'm really excited for chapter 98, man. Seeing all the dorms, seeing all the pairings and all that kind of thing. I think that's going to be pretty awesome. This chapter dedicated to, All Might and Deku's mum, that was beautiful. And Kouta coming in with the whole letter. I really like that. So tell me in the comment below what you thought of this chapter. This was a really nice, calm kind of chapter. And I'm extremely excited to see what Horikoshi has got planning for us in the next arc. This is going to be beautiful. If you like anything that I'd like to say in this video, drop a like. That would be greatly appreciated. And tell me in the comment below. Sam, goodbye. Check the descriptions. I'll probably have more thoughts and all that kind of stuff. And I'll see you next week for that chapter 98. And unfortunately, no anime. But anime season 2 is coming out. So whenever that comes out, it's going to be lit, people. Goodbye.